These three things helped me pass the Florida real estate exam the first time. And for the 100 squad, if you stick around to the end, I got a bonus for you.
You're supposed to know who the 100 squad is.
Because I said it in the last video.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I didn't call them 100 squad, but the people who left 100. You see a red dot when you look up now?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
Hi guys, welcome to Martez Kelly's real estate channel. This is Martez Kelly, and welcome to the channel.
What's good, family? This is Martez with eXp Realty coming at you guys every week with the best tips, tricks, and strategy videos for real estate agents. And if you really like content like this, please do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also turn on the notification bell. But let's jump into these three things that helped me pass the real estate exam the first time. So the first thing that helped me pass the real estate exam the first time, and this is something that I've mentioned a lot, and it also has a link in the description box, but it's Real Estate Express. And not to just harp on Real Estate Express, but a good course, pre-licensed course. If I'm not mistaken, Real Estate Express has one of the highest I think it's pass to fail ratio or something like that. But I would have to say Real Estate Express was one of the reasons why I passed, or one of the resources that I had to pass the real estate exam the first time. And one of the reasons why it stood out to me was the resources. They gave us, and I'm actually going to find a way to, I'm actually going to link all of this in the description box, but I'm going to show you guys as well. But the resources that they have, for the state of Florida, they have actually like a printout that you can print out and know like what percentage of this chapter or this chapter is going to be on the test. So that was something that helped me that I could basically plan for. Another thing that helped me with Real Estate Express has to be their quizzes. They were fairly easy, but they were chapter quizzes. So I could basically learn all the information and then see, did I really do good with that information once I get to the end, the chapter course. And the last thing would have to be the printouts. They gave us a chapter printout. So you go through the chapter, you take the chapter quiz, see how good you did, and then you also get a chapter printout that you can keep with you forever. I actually have all of this stuff, and I spoke on all of this stuff in my previous video on exactly how I passed the Florida real estate exam, which I'll link to in the description box for you guys as well. The next thing that really helped me, and I think this is something that everybody should have, is a book. Yes, and I know you see the ads on YouTube channels now where it's like, would you rather learn from a book or from an app? I prefer a book because that's just me. But I feel like we all should have the Dearborn book, and whatever it is, I think Dearborn writes our test or something like that in Florida. I don't know, but I know most of the teachers teach from the Dearborn book. So whatever book your teacher is teaching from, or whatever book is recommended in your state, you should have. Make sure you have your textbook on hand and make sure you're studying your test book. Why I recommend the Dearborn book for people who are in Florida is because it has I think over 500 questions, practice questions I think they take from old tests. And also they have practice exams in there as well, which in my opinion are a lot harder than the actual exam. So the Dearborn book is the second thing that I highly recommend that you guys get. And like I said, I'm not going to say this anymore, I promise. But everything that I'm talking about will be linked in the description box down below. The third thing that I think everybody must have, and this is more specifically to people who are in Florida, but I'm pretty sure there's someone in your state who teaches something like this. There's a crash course here in Florida. It's the first to pass crash course. I completely recommend this to anybody and everybody who is in the state of Florida looking to get their license. Reach out to this guy. He teaches you on exactly how to pass the Florida real estate exam. He gives you questions that most of his students struggle on, because people fail to pass the first time and they come back to him and tell him, I struggled with this question. This question, this is how it's worded. It's just amazing. His teaching is like great. So just to say the least. Like I said, he teaches you on exactly how to pass the exam. So I highly recommend these three things to everybody who is looking to pass the real estate exam the first time. This is what I use, and if it's not broke, why fix it? But just to reiterate the three things that I highly recommend: one, a great training course. I recommend Real Estate Express. It's what I use. The second thing is a Dearborn book. Make sure you have your, I call it your textbook. Make sure you have your textbook and study your textbook. And the last thing, more specifically for people who are in the state of Florida, the first to pass crash course or cram course, whichever it is. And I feel like that's most people who are in other states. You can find someone who does that same thing. But for my people, that's not the end of the video. But for my people who have actually made it this far, like I said in the beginning, I'm going to call you guys the 100 squad. But if you are watching this video at this point right now, please go in the comment section down below. Go ahead and drop your 100 emoji. Let me know that you're here. I'm actually going to respond to you guys as well. But for you guys, I'm actually going to go through YouTube channels that I use, the YouTube channels that I watched out that helped me pass the course or pass the test the first time as well. Because for my 100 squad, I'm going to go above for you guys just for sticking all the way through the end of the video. But I do got my phone right here. I'm also going to read from there. And so one of the first things, this is for people who are in Florida, but I'm pretty sure it's in other states as well. But study everywhere. They actually have questions that you can go through. And I actually sit here in the living room, sit here wherever I'm at. If I'm just sitting anywhere in the car, I'll hook it up to the Bluetooth and I'll listen to the questions that they ask and I'll guess A, B, C, D. So they read questions off and then you pick an answer. They wait for a couple seconds and they give you the answer and they tell you why that answer is correct. So that's something that I would recommend. Study everywhere. I'll have a link to that in the description box. Climer. She's a great person here in Florida as well. If you find yourself struggling with the math portion, I would recommend you reaching out. Well, not reaching out, but watching her channel. She has some great videos. Whatever you're struggling with, I feel like she's a great person that you can reach out to. Real Estate License Wizard. They have questions as well. And I'm basically setting this up to where you can actually learn on the go. So Real Estate License Wizard, you can listen to him as well. And I'm pretty sure everybody knows about Prep Agent. Prep Agent is great as well. Reach out to him and get stuff for him. And if you are still here, I love you. I really do love you. But I'm here for you guys as well. And this is it. I'm here for you guys as well. Please comment down below. What are you guys struggling with? I respond to every single comment. And if you guys want to reach out to me personally, just reach out to me on Instagram or Twitter. I'll make sure to have my stuff on here so you guys can see. But that is the conclusion. Do me a huge favor. Click right here to subscribe and click right here to watch our next video.